I do want to see chat. What the heck? Dang, what was the hotkey again for seeing chat? Why is it not working? I know there's a hotkey for seeing chat. This is one of those things where I'm like, come on, game, just tell me. Toetsenbord. Did I not bind it? Maybe I didn't bind it. Oh, no, just... There you go. Because I need to see which maps have been removed and added. So Rapid has been removed. Okay. Just the one. And we are live. Alright, I'm gonna get my face out of the way. And yeah. Look at these big names though. Baby. Don't you just love seeing big names? But yeah. Here we are. Winner finals. We will have Clear Vision, Tuka, Mikatro, and Woofley duking it out to see which two players will be making it into the grand finals. Now the number 3 and 4 from this match will be finding themselves in the losers finals, having a second chance of redemption. So we'll see what happens. Notably though, the first two players will be making their way into the grand finals. The grand finals does not have double elimination. If you're out in grand finals, you're just out. There is no round after that. So no worries about that. But for now, here we are. Winners finals. Tuka getting great way of hitting the checkpoint there. I don't know what just... Wait, who just flew off? Woofley just flew off. I don't know what happened. He just went airborne there. That was crazy to watch. But we'll keep an eye out on the players there. Mikatro currently leading the pack. Clear Vision behind, and Tuka following... by about half a second. Woofley pretty far behind right now. I'm expecting not a lot at this point. It's, you know, it's unfortunate. You get a crash. And you just got to make sure you get those points. Because if you don't get those points, you're not going to win. You're not going to win. But no, Mikatro and Clear Vision right now, first and second place. Looking like both the players are making their way nicely through the final section. Pretty good. And in fact, let's take a quick moment to, you know, talk about what is this map actually. So Kartoy Turus, the map we're playing on right now, has a lot of magnets and a lot of tight lines required. You really got to make sure you get these slaloms. In fact, let's talk you through the map right now. You got this first section right here. You got to get your steering just right so you don't fall off. You usually slalom left, right around the pole there, but as you can see, the players are... adept at that they can simply hit the checkpoint in between the poles and make their way forward. Onto the dirt section, sliding on down. And this part, you really want to make sure you stay on the outside. You don't want to drive on the grass, it will slow you down. Nobody likes that. You gotta go fast. Got a bit of a few quick corners into a drift, heading onto the wall ride. And this wall ride, you want to make sure you exit out pretty early so you can get the inside line. As you can see, Mikatro and Tuka both being able to nail that pretty well. Jumping out of this dirt section, you don't want to jump a bit too far to the right. It's very natural to go that way, but you will hit the wall. And at that final section, you want to make sure you stay on the road, which you do by driving left onto the hill and then taking a right turn. Unfortunately, Woofley was not able to do that correctly at the end, but a great round from all the players and allowing me to just show the map without actually having to drive it. That was great. Thanks, players. I appreciate it. Also, what up, Zarota and Appelsini? Thank you guys for being here, hanging out. I didn't say hi to you all. And also, hi, Nanta. I didn't say hi to you, actually. But let's get our focus back on the match. I'm pretty sure I already said hi to Tico. Right now, we have Mikatro and Clear Vision leading the pack very well. Woofley not able to really keep a speed on that outer corner. So we take a look at Tuka. Tuka trailing behind by about a second. Not looking too good so far. Well, let's see if either Mikatro or Clear Vision makes a mistake and Tuka can take advantage of. It doesn't seem that way. In fact, Clear Vision and Mikatro fighting very hard for that first place. Mikatro looking to take it. It all goes on this little section right here. Managing to keep connection with the floor, with the road. Because that's very, very essential. If you do not... stay on the road, you will go flying. If you go flying just a little bit, you will not be able to accelerate in the way you normally do, allowing your competitors to overtake you. Mikatro honestly crushing it so far on Kartoy Turus, having won all the rounds at the moment. We go into round number 4, which is the last round on Kartoy Turus. The maps are randomly picked, So we don't know which map will be coming up after this. It seems like we have lost, woefully, 3 seconds behind at the moment. So we are just looking at Mikacho, Clear Vision, and Tuka right now. Tuka not having the bestest of slides into this grass section. So we're just left with these 2 players right here. Mikacho again taking that first place, and Clear Vision just did not really get that corner right. Hit the wall ever so slightly, lost speed, allowing Tuka to overtake. But I don't think Tuka is going to be able to overtake Mikacho right now, having a commanding lead right now, almost a second on Tuka. But if it wasn't for a mistake, if it wasn't for a bonk into one of the props of the track, he would have been in first place. But unfortunately, that Yep gate, I suppose that was Yep gate, got him 4th place, and he doesn't take the full sweep on this map. But still solidly in first place. Thank you for the lurk, Meller. Appreciate it. Ooh, alright, Hurry. We make our way onto Hurry. Hurry made by Clear Vision, one of the players in the match right now. One of my favorite tracks in the current pack. And I'm not just saying that because he's racing in it. I genuinely enjoy this track. I like the idea, the way it flows, because this track is all about drifts. You got to make sure your drifts are all on key, on point. It's a very technical map with a lot of U-turns going on. If you mess up one section, you will feel the implications of that in the second section. Now, not every map, obviously you want to go fast, but some maps are not too bothered with you slowing down just a little bit because it won't hurt you too much in the next section. On this map, however, it really messes up the lines. Everyone drifts. And as you can see, we're just going back and forth, left and right, and left and right. It's like a snake of sorts as we go around. A lot of mixing of dirt and road. Not a lot of ice, only at the end there's ice. You would think, you know, being the Finnish Trackmania League, there would be a lot of ice, but surprisingly little amount of ice. But here we go. End of the warm-up, into the match we go. It's really up to Woofley to try to come back, considering his match earlier on. He was doing amazingly well. Wasn't able to take it out in the first place, but did make it in second place, allowing him to go through. But right now, Mikacho just having a great lead. However, things can change pretty easily. Somebody just has to take a few first places for Mikacho not to be in first place anymore. It can go pretty fast. But here we are, Tuka and Mikacho, very close to one another. Not letting go. Let's see if both of the players get these slides right. None of them hitting the poles right now. Nice hop out of that section. Good drifts all around. Mikacho taking the lead right now, just having better drifts, keeping his speed onto the final section into the dirt. And Mikacho takes first place, followed up by Tuka. Woofley and Clear Vision right behind. Honestly, great race from all the players. Good stuff. All right, here we go. Round number 2. Take a little bit of a bird's eye view to see how these players will do initially. Onto the dirt section, jumping on. Looking pretty solid so far. Clear Vision, a little bit of a hop on the dirt part. Falling a tiny bit behind, but all the players very close. Very close. No big mistakes. Good slides. Let's make sure none of them lose traction. None of them do. So overall, not a lot to really note. Woofley falling a bit behind, but not too far. Honestly, all the players are doing great. Mikacho leading the pack, but any small mistake, just under oversteer, can spell disaster and allow Clear Vision, Tuka, and Woofley to just overtake. It's up to Mikacho to keep the lead, keep his head cool, and it looks like he is heading into the finish. Great round from all the players. Clear Vision, Tuka, Woofley following behind. That was an amazing round. None of the players making any huge mistakes. Just a solid performance. But with that, Mikacho does make a bigger and bigger jump. And it's almost halfway to getting finalist. Woefully not having the best start, having to settle for 4th place right now. And all the other players are honestly doing great. It seems like all the players are very well practiced and doing a tremendous job right now. Look at how close these players are to one another. This is just insane to watch. Mikacho having the better slide right now, keeping the speed just a bit in front of Clear Vision, drifting along those poles very nicely. No big mistakes just yet. Just great drifts all around. But you can see Mikacho, even though he was behind just a little bit, he's really trying to get this distance more and more and more. Just having the better drifts ever so slightly. We're talking, you know, hundredths of a second. And a great round. It's going to be a tough one for Woefully, though. Almost 40, exactly 40 points behind on Mikacho right now. Which might be due to the map. But we've seen him perform earlier on and with races with Mikacho as well. So it's maybe a bit of nerves, maybe just a bit of unlucky streak. You never know. You never know. It could be anything, right? You could be driving the race of your life 1 minute, and then the next minute you're bonking left, right, and center. And there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to persevere and keep it together. Right now, Woefully showing a great round. No early mistakes this time. Just a bit behind Mikacho, just having the upper hand on all these drifts. Tuka trying to catch up just a tiny bit, having a bit more exit speed. And it's going to be a close one for 2nd and 3rd place. It depends on this dirt section. Tuka, oof, just manages to lose his line just a tiny bit, and Woefully takes 2nd. Woefully obviously knows the cut. Yes. Woefully always knows the cut. Here we are. That was the 2nd map, Hurry, and Mikacho taking a commanding lead this time. 72 points? Did I see that correctly? Was that 72 points? Just gotta wait for a little bit. There we go. 73 even. Wow. That is quite the lead right now. As it is, he is cruising towards a nice 1st place in the winner's final. And I think right now we might be able to move the discussion to who makes it out 2nd. I think that is the question we can start asking ourselves here. But we have a bit of time. We have a moment to relax. While the players get acquainted with Hila Fitkutin. I'm probably pronouncing that completely wrong. I am not Finnish. So any Finnish words will be mispronounced. Similar to any names in chat. That is just the way it is. But this is really where it comes down. You got this final section. It's the question, do you go inside or outside of those final poles that you saw right there? Something like that. But here we are. Here we go. Warm-up is about to finish. And we get into our 1st round. It is up to the other players to, try to stay close to Mikacho. But the way he's been driving so far, it seems like he is on fire. And the players are going to have to do something to try to stay in it, honestly. Because that's what it comes down to. All the players managed to keep their line out of that loop. That 3rd loop can be quite menacing. You just jump out of it just a bit wrong and you will hit a wall. Looks like all the players having great jumps right now. Woefully falling a bit behind, but Grace ice slides. As I say it, Woefully slid just a bit too much inward. Hits the wall. Clear Vision also hits the wall. Tuka is able to take 1st place right here. And he does. Clear Vision barely clipping the side of the wall there. Allowing Tuka to overtake. Will Mikacho choke? Well... Yeah, I mean, the moment I say I should just focus on him, because Caster's Curse will happen. That's basically my reasoning. Whenever I talk about a player, I just expect things to go wrong. So you know, like maybe you know, like we can always talk about who we want to win or want to lose, depending on who I talk about. You know, no, clearly that doesn't work that way. So for all the players driving very well, Woofully taking a nice first place, Clear Vision following right behind, Tuka hitting one of the poles, just steering a bit too tightly, risking it a bit too much, trying to stay with the pack. Woofully right now, nice first place. Tuka following behind. Everyone exiting the ice as Tuka is still on it. Mikatro in third place right now. Let's see if people take either the inside or outside line. All the players taking the inside line. No bonks happening whatsoever. And Clear Vision actually is able to overtake Woofully at the end. Just having a bit of a tighter corner there allowed him to make it in with just 0.03 of a second. Let's see what happens. Last round, sorry, in the the first match, we did see Mikatro having some issues on this track, but also having some solid first places. So I feel like this is one of those tracks. He has said this earlier, that you know these unorthodox tracks usually are somewhat tricky for him. So let's see if he's able to keep it together and just get some points in. Woofully, having made a mistake earlier on, is already 3 seconds behind. So these are really the players we will keep our eye out on. Clear Vision right now in first place. Maybe we'll be able to get another one on the board. Tuka following behind, not having the best exit speed from the ice section. Everybody going on the inside. And it's pretty much just the conga line towards the finish. Clear Vision in first place. Woofully, fortunately, getting some points on the board. We've already seen in the past match Tatu not being able to get to the finish in time a couple times. And it's really, you know, like, you might be ending in 4th place, but if you don't even finish, you don't even get points. And, you know, it could be just a matter of 1 or 2 points netting you that finalist mode, putting you in a position to maybe take the match from somebody who has been in finalist mode for a couple rounds. It can really go either way, even when the points are as high as they are right now. Both Woofully and Tuka making mistakes earlier on, leaving Clear Vision and Mikatro jumping through the loop into the ice section. Let's see how these slides go. Slides are looking pretty good so far. Mikatro sliding just a bit too much inward, having to slow down. Clear Vision, however, not really getting the best line onto the road section. But as both players did make slight mistakes, Clear Vision is able to keep on that first place and gets another 10 points. Honestly, Clear Vision, great round on Hila Fitkutin. Manages to win 3 out of 4 rounds that we have played on this map just now. And that's a nice 36 points. Ooh, where are we now? I think we are on Katoy Turust. This is the map we were playing first. And yeah, we will be going through the maps that we just played until 2 players go out in finalist mode. Right now, Mikatro still having a nice lead, but not as commanding as earlier on, as Clear Vision having gained quite some points in the earlier track. And is now just, what is that? About 17 points away. I can count, yes, 17 points away from Mikatro. He doesn't necessarily have to catch up to Mikatro, but it's more important to him to make sure the gap between him and Tuka and Woofully gets bigger so that he has a shot at getting the finalist mode and making it out. Let's take a small little break. Players are just getting warm up. And I suppose the question is, with Mikatro winning this map quite often, manages to get into first place the first 3 rounds on this map. The only reason he didn't get first place on the 4th round was simply due to hitting one of the gates at the end. So we'll see what happens. We'll take a bird's eye view of the players as they go through. Let's see if they go through the slalom. Only Clear Vision taking the slalom. All the other players staying on the inside, managing to keep their speed. Onto the dirt section, we get these slides happening. So far, so good. Everybody just keeping it together. Nice line, staying on the road. Let's look at this slide. Tuka losing a bit of speed there. allowing Mikacho, Clear Vision, and Woofley to stay in first, second, and third. See how these turns go. Ooh, Woofley hitting the penalty grass, slowing down just a bit, but not enough for Clear Vision to get past. Clear Vision having a bit too much of a outside turn. And it looks like Mikacho, as long as he keeps it solid, steady, he takes first place. Woofley following behind in second place, Clear Vision in third. And we have Tuka. Will Tuka be able to finish, actually? It's going to be close. He does. Very close. Almost didn't get any points. There you go. So Mikacho just has to get either first or second place right now to get into finalist mode. Once in finalist mode again, he has to win one of the rounds. And from what we've seen so far, he has been able to do so on this track. Tuka right now taking a nice early lead. Let's see if he's able to keep it together. Not the bestest of slide, allowing for Mikacho and Woofley to catch up to him. 3 players very close to one another. Clear Vision right behind. Mikacho taking a bit of a lead, but nothing substantial just yet. But we have seen Mikacho just taking these corners just a tiny bit tighter than the other players right now. And he might be able to hold on to this first place right now. But we'll see. It could go either way right now. Final section, here we go. None of the players crashing right now. Going up the hill pretty well. Woofley, however, just a bit too tight, hits the side of the booster, crashes, and loses his second place there, falling into fourth. And here we have Mikacho in finalist mode. All Mikacho has to do right now is win one round, and he is through the grand finals. We'll see if he is able to keep it together. We still have 2 rounds remaining on this track, and as I've said before, he has been showing a tremendous performance on this track. We'll see if he'll just do it again. Ooh, Mikacho actually having a bit more exit speed right there. Seemed initially that Woofley was going to go past, but it's just going back and forth. They're trading first and second place all the time. Getting some nice inside lines, but not the best of exit speeds. In fact, Clear Vision with the superior exit speed right there, allowing himself to catch up to these players. But Mikacho just has to close it out. Does Clear Vision get by? Is he able to snipe? He is not able to snipe in the end, and it is Mikacho going out in first place. And we will see Mikacho in the grand finals in about 2 hours, or an hour and a half, in fact. But we're not done yet. We are not done yet. We have to determine who is the second player to advance to the grand finals. The players, there are quite some gaps in between them in terms of points. Clearly, Clear Vision, get it, is looking to take it, but it's not done yet. It's not done yet. Even in finalist mode, you still have to end up in first place, and Woofley or Tuka can both deny that by just driving better, you know? Simple as that, just drive better. And right now, all the players very close to one another. Tuka taking an early lead onto the wall ride. Let's see who gets the superior line here. Woofley having a bit of a higher exit speed right now, and Clear Vision also getting pretty close by. It's going to be a very close one. It's all going to come down to whether or not they get up this hill without any big issues. And Tuka having to slow down just a tiny bit allowed Woofley to overtake and take 10 points. Woofley really needed these points, though. He is in desperate need. Clear Vision will presumably, even with hitting third place a couple times, still hit finalist mode pretty soon, but wouldn't really be the nicest place to be in. And at the end of the day, he wants to hit finalist mode as soon as possible, so that way he is able to simply finish out and just get one first place. That's all. That's all you need at that point. Maybe this is the map, though. Maybe this is the map where Clear Vision takes it, as this is Hurry, Hurry, the map made by Clear Vision himself. And let's see if his expertise on building the map translates into racing on the map. As you can see on the side, local records, Mikacho number 1, followed by Tank Tryndamere, who is Tatu, and then Clear Vision. So, Yeah, if you were to look at that, you would say Clear Vision is gonna do it, but it, as I said before, isn't about how you performed in the past. It's about how you perform right now. That's all that matters. That's all that counts. And we'll see. We'll see how all the players do. Will Woofily and Tuka be able to deny Clear Vision from getting that finalist mode? Or is this where it's all going to be closed out? We're going to find out right now. So far, everything looking pretty well, pretty good. All the lines on point, solid. Nobody having too many issues with the dirt sections right now. Clear Vision having a bit of a weird hop down, but doesn't lose any speed due to that. Tuka not having the best uphill right now, falling just a tiny bit behind, about half a second right now. And it's up to Clear Vision and Woofily to maybe fight for this first place, though this drift is one of the tricky ones. It's very easy to hit one of the two poles in that corner right there, but both players are able to evade those two. Woofily, however, just turns a bit too tight. Clear Vision, keeping his speed, keeping momentum, flies into first place. Very unfortunate for Woofily. He was really trying there and risking it, but unfortunately the risking in this case just netted him a bonk with the wall. And Clear Vision is simply one first place away. In fact, he can finish in first or second place and net himself finalist mode. Here we go, round number 2 on Hurry. And all the players so far are pretty close by. We haven't seen any major upsets in these earlier sections. And so far it doesn't seem like that's going to repeat anytime soon. Tuka not having the bestest of drops into the dirt section right now, but still manages to hold on. And it's really at this point where we can see some mistakes happening. Great drift. Both Tuka and Clear Vision. Clear Vision having the better exit speed right now. Keeping it together. Very tight right there. You really don't want to hit any of those poles. But both Tuka and Woofily are just hunting down, trying to catch up to Clear Vision. And let's see who manages to keep their speed in the dirt part. Clear Vision keeps it on. Tuka, unfortunately, not having the bestest of lines, but it's good enough for him to stay in second place. Woofily following behind in third. And we have Clear Vision in finalist mode. It's going to be a hard one. If Tuka or Woofily want to get into finalist mode, they're going to have to win a couple of these rounds. It's not going to be enough to just simply win one. They're going to have to make sure they stay in front of Clear Vision at all times. Otherwise, they will be sent to the losers final, where they will be playing against the 2 winners from losers match 1, which is happening right now. And we already lost Tuka. We already lost Tuka there. And it's up to Woofily to deny Clear Vision. We'll see if he is able to do it. If he is able to beat the creator of this map, Hurry. Oof. Initially thought the drift wasn't as bad, but the exit speed is helping out Woofily pretty well, able to keep up with Clear Vision, but it isn't enough to keep up. You can't just keep up, you have to get past, but he clips on the side of the wall, and it's looking like Clear Vision is going to take it. GG to Mikatro and Clear Vision for getting through the winners final and making their way into the grand finals. We will be seeing Tuka and Woofily in just a little bit, in about 30 minutes, if my internal clock is correct. My internal clock is correct. In about 30 minutes, we will be watching the losers final. There we go. That is winners final done. I'm not sure what happened in the losers rounds just yet. I'm sure Knight is going to update that at any point. But yeah, was not as close as the earlier match, I will give you that, but it was a good match nonetheless, and I feel like all the players at their moment of shine and drove some good rounds. Very nice, very nice.